On day one, God said, "Let there be light," and then pulled up my Uber driver. And this was the first miracle because my phone died shortly after making my request, so I had no idea of my car's location, but isn't that fitting of a God to be both unseen and on their way? But Ahmed wasn't any God. He was just a middle-aged Pakistani man with an affinity for Cuban cigars and small talk. And on day two, God made the stars so we can both rate an Uber driver's performance and make a night sky look litty. But this was also the first time God saw it fit to force something big and black to carry a bunch of dying things inside of it. But it was certainly not the last. So on day three, God made Facebook Messenger. And this is the story of how I met him. The boy who was also a pastor, which means I fell in love with a man who was in love with another man, yet still have the nerve to call our relationship monogamous. But maybe that's where the Uber driver comes in. Maybe this is just my HBO taxi cab confessional, perhaps just another bad religion. But how could this be bad when he makes me unafraid to close my eyes when I pray? But this isn't about fear, I suppose, just the boy with the blood filled with tambourines and HIV. And on day four, God made T cells, but did not let us all keep them. This is the story. And this is the story of the one tree that grew in Brooklyn because no one cared to water the rest. Translation, this is the second time God saw it fit to force something big and black to carry a bunch of dying things inside of it. And on day five, God called in sick while Ahmed and I were stuck in traffic. And I imagine this is how Jonah must have felt sitting inside of that well. And on day 6, God sold pre-peeled oranges in Whole Foods on 125th. And this is the only way I could bring myself to talk about the hospital and the boy on the stretcher who belongs to me, but has already been unraveled by so many other hands. And on day 7, the boy finally opens up his eyes and whispers to the nurse that he misses home. And I smile because I know he's talking about me and this. And within this moment, watching us that gave God the idea for love and made him promise to never flood the world again. Translation, boy, I am ready to tear down all these walls I have built to let you in. Boy, I give you my heart, a safe house. Here you can stay always. Boy, I will love you if you will still have me, because what was the point of the 7th day if it weren't just God's way of saying, I'm sorry. It took me so long in the first place. Wow.